John in as a gold 100K PC. John falls under placement here, more than likely because Jay had an unused ticket. That's the one most common way you're probably used to visualizing in your mind how this works. And then, of course, there's the other one we discussed. The other type of placement is like Larry's, in which it found an unused ticket up your personal lineage from Ed in this case, and now Larry is your gold 100K PC in that particular example. Then you might, in that particular month, bring in Dan. Dan came in off your wait list, but the best possible placement that the computer systematically found that benefited you the most is right there in this spot in the lineage, and that's to assume that probably these were not there at that time, but let's just assume that that's where that was placed at that time is the best possible. And then finally, yet another potential placement could be happening way out in another organization. Again, illustrative purposes, we just want to show relationships, and we want to show how these things swing back and forth, okay? So how does this all come to play? Let's now break down some specific relationships here. First, let's go back to John. John's position is going to pay you as a gold 100K PC. Well, you know that because bringing him in allows you 12 tiers of compressed green and gold 100 PC income, okay? You're also going to get that matching bonus, as you know. In this case, and this what we were using as an example, is that 20% match. It's going to also pay you 10 more tiers below for regular green and gold income. So you have kind of a triple dip when this relationship happens this way. All right? But let's take a look at something else. It's also going to pay a matching bonus to Tom, Sue, Ed, and Bob. Remember that? Because John's placement, having been the referring active PC, qualifies you for the match and then 5 tiers or 4 more tiers from you. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so Tom, Sue, Ed, and Bob participate in the match. Up to $100 a month is being paid to Jay because Jay did not use his green ticket. So now Jay gets up to $100 per month. 11 tiers of green and gold gets paid to Ashley because it falls in her lineage. 9 tiers to Tom of green and gold, 8 tiers to Sue, 7 tiers to Ed, and so on and so forth, up 12 tiers. So just by placing John, that income cements and really allows others to participate up the lineage. And as this builds, you participate in others as well. Let's take a look at another one. Here's Larry. Larry's position is going to pay you, of course, your gold 100K PC, 12 tiers of compressed green and gold. Larry's position is also going to pay you the match. It's going to pay Ed up to $100 per month. Ed in this instance is known as a gold 100 PC, not a gold 100K PC. Difference being is that Ed's unused green ticket was used to bring Larry in off of your wait list. Therefore, he is gold 100 PC and gets up to $100. The first $200 in bonuses are split by you and Ed. 100 to you, 100 to Ed, and then everything remaining from there comes to you. All right? Now, the matching bonus, of course, gets paid to you as well. You get the match. It's going to pay that $100, as we just mentioned, to Ed, and then the matching bonus also goes up those same 5 tiers to Tom, Sue, Ed, and Bob. And well, now look at this. Ed only gets up to $100 for having lost that green ticket, but he still participates in the match because he falls in the 5-tier lineage of Larry's income in relationship to you. It's very, very exciting and a very real neat relationship that takes place there. Let's take a look at Dan. Dan falls outside of your organization, both lower and upper. So let's see how that affects your income. Well, once again, you're automatically entitled to the gold 100K PC income off of Dan and everything he does. Dan's position is going to pay a matching bonus to you as well. Okay, it's going to pay a matching bonus again to Tom, Sue, Ed, and Bob. Right? It's going to pay up to $100 to Buddy. It was Buddy's unused ticket, so he's the gold 100 PC. He gets up to $100 for having lost his green ticket to Dan. All right? And then you have 11 tiers of green and gold to Terry, 10 green and gold tiers to Sammy, 9 to rich, so on and so forth. So now Dan's placement here has allowed everything that build on here to benefit in the green category, a green income, Terry, Sam, and Rich. What do you suppose that's doing for their organization as Dan builds? And of course, you're still getting the match. So is Tom, Sue, and Ed and Bob. So everybody is winning here as this swinging gate starts pushing people out into other organizations. Let's look at Mike over here. This is Mike here, and we're going to be building Mike's organization just a little bit underneath him here so you get an idea. Mike brings in and refers Megan. Megan comes in, and in this assumption, we're just going to assume that over a course of time, she develops 7 tiers with over 70,000 PCs in that organization. Let's take a look and see how the swinging gate works on Mike's benefit, your benefit, and several others that you may not think about in this illustration. First, once again, here's Mike. We already know that you're going to get what? A 20% match. So is Tom, Sue, Ed, and Bob. Same progression. Who referred who? So we know that. We know that you're going to get your gold 100K income, right? What do you suppose happens to Debbie and Mary with Megan way down here having built 7 tiers and 70,000 PCs? Have you taken a look at this? Of course, Debbie is just a few tiers from Megan, so she's going to participate in that. She never knew who Megan was. Heck, she may not even know who Mike was since you referred Mike, but Debbie participates. So does Mary. What happens to Jim? Well, Jim more than likely lost his green ticket here to Mike, and when Mike came in, but he participates. He gets he gets up to $100. He has that gold 100K participation there. It's pretty unique, pretty amazing, and that's an amazing power of the swinging gate. See, also, what happens if Debbie has somebody with an unused green ticket and it ends up over in your organization? There's an unused green ticket over here, and Debbie places somebody off of her wait list, and that person starts building somewhat like a Megan. It's back and forth. It's the income that swings over this way, but then comes back to you, that swinging gate. It is the fiber of the line, the lineage. The corporate lineage of 124 is predicated on this concept of people helping people. And where you have it swinging back and forth like that, these organizations are starting to take hold, and you know what's happening? Attrition is low in this company, because what's happened over a short period of time is people's risk rewards have really swung to benefit them. Within a short period of time, their auto ship is being paid for. Why would you leave the company? Once you see Megan starting to build, and that whole silver, green, and gold lineage starts to develop in your back office, you're never going to want to leave this company because of the relationships built on the power of the swinging gate within the gold rush, and of course the entire 124 compensation program. And just a reference back to the green income, if you're just methodically plotting a green income once a month, you still are taking advantage and have this amazing opportunity happening underneath you. So folks, that is the gold rush. That's basically how it lays out and how it works. And the best way to understand it is to come back here, stop it from time to time, take some notes, share it with people, understand it's a great way to accelerate the program, achieve your goals a lot quicker, but more importantly is it helps significantly increase the success of everybody's organization. So with that, thanks so much for taking the time to review this webinar, and come back to it often and reference it, because it sure is powerful, and that's the way you lead yourself to success, is empowering yourself through education. Thanks again for joining us.